Good morning, everybody! It's JPR with another Top 5 video. Today, we'll be talking about the top 5 features that should return in future Pokemon generations, not counting the features from Generation 6. Now, what I mean by this is stuff that Pokemon did in past generations but then scrapped over time. So, let's get moving! Now, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl probably had my least favorite soundtrack from any Pokemon game, not gonna lie. But if there was one thing that they really did right, it was how the music changed as you transitioned from day to night. It just seemed really cool how the music became more soothing at night to reflect the calm setting. When they dumped this feature in Gen 5, it just seemed really odd how you're walking down a route in the middle of the night, yet the music is still rough and adventurous. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm in a forest at night, there should be a spooky vibe in the music. Or if I'm walking down a straight path, maybe the music should be a bit calmer. That's just my 2 cents. And speaking of sense, the next one is a toss-up between Pokemon Contest and Pokeathlon. Yeah, I actually did have to flip a coin. Good old Honest Abe told me to pick Pokeathlon. Pokeathlon was a really fun series of minigames from Heart Gold and Soul Silver where you competed against other athletes and their Pokemon to gain points, which could be used to buy various cool items like evolutionary stones or rare candies. You could even compete with your friends through Wi-Fi even though the connection was painfully slow on the DS. But there is no doubt the 3DS, or whatever future console Nintendo comes up with, can do this at a faster pace. And even though the Pokemon Contest lost the coin toss, it would be cool to see both in future games. That way you could choose your own path between being an athlete or coordinator. Secret bases. Now I know exactly what just popped into your head. With JPR, secret bases are confirmed in Hoenn. Hearn confirmed! And yes, I already know that. Thanks for reminding me. But we don't know if secret bases will be back after Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are out of the way. I know that playing tag with your friends gets kind of old after about 2 minutes, but it's still cool to have your own little private retreat far away from all the action of the Pokemon world. The battle music changing when the gym leader sends out their last Pokemon. This feature was only present in Generation 5, but if you ask me, this feature should be in all generations. Like seriously, what is more epic than a remix of the Pokemon theme playing when you get right down to the finale of a tough gym battle? That's right, nothing! This was by far my biggest disappointment in Pokemon X and Y when the feature didn't return. Mainly because the X and Y gym leader theme wasn't all that great anyway, but still, there needs to be some sort of fittingly epic music for that one Pokemon you dread, like Whitney's Miltank, Norman's Slacking, Drayden's Haxorus. This feature needs to come back. This last one isn't really a feature, it's more of a creativity thing, and it hasn't been used too much since Generation 1. Now yes, this is coming from me, JPR, you know, the guy who hates Gen 1ers and almost everything about Kanto in general, but this is by far one of the best things that generation executed. Plot twists! Like turning Blue or Green or Buttface or whatever his name is into the champion. Or revealing Giovanni to be the final gym leader. These were shocking moments for all of us when we discovered them. Of course, in every generation, the champion's identity still remains a secret until the very end of the game, but let's face it, every champion has almost exactly the same dialogue. They all talk about strength and being one with your Pokemon friends, so after a couple generations, the secret kinda wears off of the secret identity. In Pokemon X and Y, one of the few things that hadn't been spoiled to me before the game's release was the identity of the Team Flare leader. But as soon as I saw the guy, I thought, oh wow, a scary looking guy in a fancy suit with bright red hair. This dude totally isn't the Team Flare leader, hashtag sarcasm. I don't know, it's time to do something crazy again, like make Professor Elm the grand mastermind behind all the criminal organizations. Okay, that's just an example, please don't actually do that. But still, something like that would totally shock the Pokemon fanbase. I'm not asking for a totally complicated plotline, I'm just asking for a little bit of surprise. So what do you guys think? Do you agree, disagree? If there's anything you think I missed that deserves to return, then by all means feel free to comment. So be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you guys next time.